Hello, my name is Branden Bryce. Welcome to the Veggie Gardener. Now it's still pajama day, so go grab your pajamas, grab a cup of coffee or some tea, and meet me back. Cool. Now that you're back, let's talk about the family Amaryllidaceae. Now this really includes onions, leeks, and garlic, but we're gonna only talk about the onions right now. There's quite a lot to talk about with just the onions. All right. First thing to note, there's 3 different varieties that you're gonna find when looking for onions. You got long day, intermediate day, and short day onions. So what this means is the onions start their bulb formation once the day length reaches a certain time. So long day onions will start forming their bulbs, this big round thing at the base, when the day length for long day, when the day length reaches 14 to 16-hour days. Here in Colorado, we get 15-hour days, so that's what we're gonna look for. If you're somewhere else, you're gonna wanna look for how long your days get to. Long day onions will be more for northern areas. Short day onions will be more for southern areas. All right, intermediate days will start their bulb formation once the day reaches 12 to 14-hour days. Short day onions will start their bulb formation once the days reach 10 to 12-hour days. So that's what that all means. If you go to a garden center, they probably did their homework and you really don't need to pay attention. But if you're buying these online, that's when you're gonna have to pay attention. If you go to a garden center and just check out their onion packets, you'll find out what type of day you need, and then you can go buy them online. That's another way you can do it, and that's kind of a cheat way to do it, but hey, it works. All right, we got our legend over here, same thing as always. We got our chart, pretty much the same thing as always. Hardiness, spacing, maturity, planting, spring, fall. All right. The difference between bulbing onions and green onions, it's the same plant. So the difference is really just that you're gonna wanna pull green onions earlier, that you're gonna space them shorter because you're not looking for that bulb, and because you're not looking for that maximum day length, you can plant them in fall as well. Okay, let's go through a little bit more detail. They're both hardy. Again, same plant. Spacing, if you're gonna look for that bulb, 4 to 6 inch spacing. If you're not, 2 to 3 inch spacing. If you're gonna, then maturity, if you're gonna look for the bulb, you're gonna wanna give it time to develop the bulb, and that's gonna be 3+ months. If you're just looking for that, green onion, 2 months will be fine. For the bulbing onion, in the spring, you plant them April all the way up through mid-June. Really, the key is just plant them before that long day in July, and probably give them some time before then so that they can get a little bit established before developing their bulb. April is a great time. I like it. Mid-June should be just fine. For green onions, you can plant them in April in the spring, and you can plant them in the fall, August. So just like, everything else we've talked about. Note, you can start these guys inside. I do like to start them inside. You don't have to. Again, we haven't gone over starts and transplants, so I don't want to, go into too much detail on starting and transplanting, but if you do, your start to transplant time is going to be 6 weeks. Or 4 to 6 weeks, I should say, 4 to 6 weeks. All right, that's the onion. I do want to just go over a little bit on the difference between onions and shallots because people will have questions on that. Okay, let me change this board. My sources, I'll show it again because it's a great book. The Year-Round Vegetable Gardener by Nikki Jabor. She's in Canada, so that's probably French, but it's a great book. And also, of course, the CSU Extension Vegetable Planting Guide. Our next topic is going to be talking on legumes. And I'm going to mainly talk about peas, but I'm also going to touch on the nitrogen fixation aspect of legumes. So yes, all right, I'll see you later. Have a good day, guys. Thanks for watching.